So your team tells you, "We're done. We've finished everything in the sprint backlog, and there are still a few days left." What do you do with that? Do you celebrate? Do you pull in more work? Or do you see it as a warning sign? In this video, we'll talk about how to handle it in the moment and what it says about your team's process. Finishing a sprint early can mean different things. Sometimes it's simply good luck, fewer blockers than expected, no urgent bugs, stories that turned out simpler than they looked. And if that happens every once in a while, by all means, celebrate. It means your planning worked out in your favor. But if this happens often, it's not necessarily something to cheer about. It can be a sign that the team is consistently underestimating their own capacity. They may be playing it safe when they commit to work, instead of being realistic. If that's the case, it's a feedback signal that the team needs to sharpen their forecasting. One thing you should avoid is just dumping random work on the team to fill the time. That treats them like machines rather than people. It also breaks the idea that a sprint is a commitment. If every time they finish early, you just throw more stories at them, they'll quickly learn to stop raising it. And you definitely don't want to end the sprint early. A sprint is a fixed time box, and cutting it short takes away the chance to use that time for learning, improvement, or catching up on things that usually get ignored. So what are the smart options? The first step, before you pull anything new in, is to check whether the whole team has actually finished, or just some people. It's quite common that a couple of developers finish their stories while testers still have open work, or the other way around. In that case, see if the people with free capacity can help out. Maybe a developer can support testing, or a tester can help prepare acceptance criteria for upcoming items. But only do this if the team agrees, really, because sometimes piling more people onto a single task actually slows things down instead of speeding them up. If helping each other out is not a good option, look into pulling in a small piece of backlog that's already refined and ready for the next sprint. By this point in the sprint, you usually have some items prepared for the upcoming planning anyway. If one of them is small, clear, and fits into the time you have left, it can make sense to bring it forward. Another common option is small bug fixes, especially things like UI or front-end issues. These are often well understood, small in scope, and they improve both product quality and the team's metrics. They're perfect candidates for when you've got just a bit of time to spare. And sometimes, the best use of that time isn't new backlog at all, but improvement. Maybe there's a bit of technical debt that's been bothering the team. Maybe they want to refactor a piece of code, improve a test suite, or automate a repetitive task. Those investments pay off in future sprints, even if they don't show up on a burn-down chart right away. When the team tells you they've finished early, the first thing to do is thank them for raising it. That moment of honesty is valuable. It shows transparency and trust, and you want to reinforce that. Then, frame the conversation around options. Ask them, what do you think is the best use of the remaining time? Should we pull in a small story, clear out a couple of bugs, or spend it on improvement? By giving them agency, you make it a shared decision rather than a top-down instruction. And if this keeps happening, sprint after sprint, don't brush it aside. Take it to the retrospective. Discuss whether the team is being too cautious in their sprint planning. Adjusting commitment to better match actual capacity is part of becoming a mature Scrum team. Finishing a sprint early isn't automatically good or bad. If it happens occasionally, celebrate the win. If it happens often, see it as feedback on your planning. And in the moment, use the time wisely. Help each other out, pull in small, well-prepared work, tackle quick bugs, or invest in improvements. Most importantly, thank the team for being open about it, and involve them in deciding what to do next. That way, finishing early becomes a chance to strengthen both your product and your team. And if you want more real-world guidance like this, check out my Udemy course. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and tell me in the comments, has your team ever finished a sprint early? How did you handle it?